Welcome to the channel for the first time viewers. Welcome back from my existing subscribers. Today I want to talk about some of the things that I want for Rainbow Six Siege. Now, the first thing that I would love to see from Rainbow Six Siege, and the reason I'm making this video, is more diverse elite skins. So more variety when it comes to the Rainbow Six Siege elite skins on these operators. I just got the Thatcher elite skin, which led to me also picking up the Mute elite skin. I think they're a little bit expensive, but the same token, they do offer a lot of customization as far as the gadget, which you can't get gadget skins for the most part in this game. And you know, some of the skins, they just don't look good and they stand out way too much. Like Pulses stands out way too much as a defender. I'd rather have like more realistic, more down to earth colors that don't scream out here I am. And for a while I feel like they were all doing like their old school military uniforms, and that was kind of tiring, you know. Like I got the Mute because the gun and the gloves look cool, but other than that, like the Jaeger and Twitch, I feel like they just look like the military uniforms, and I think that's real tacky, and they stand out on top of that, so neither one of those things are helping out. Now, on to my next thing that I would love to see from Rainbow Six Siege is some transfers. This is going to be more along the Ubisoft Uplay side of things. As you know, I came over from console to PC. If you didn't know, well, now you know. I came over from console to PC, and I have a lot of seasonal skins with Rainbow Six Siege that I've acquired over the years. I have a lot of Black Ice camos that I've acquired over the years. A lot of Alpha Pack items that I've gotten over the years, right? And what I would like to see is a maybe 1 or 2 time transfer, or once every 6 month transfer of assets from platform to platform. I think that'll be a cool thing to have in Rainbow Six Siege. So, for example, you have Black Ice for Ash, right? And you just get an Xbox and you used to have PlayStation. You should be allowed to transfer your skins, or not even, maybe not everything, but like let's say for instance you can selectively switch over certain things. Like if you're an Ash main and you don't really play PlayStation anymore and you wanted to switch over all your unlocks for Ash, I think you should be able to do that through Uplay, because that's where they're stored anyways. You know what I mean? Like you can't play the game without Uplay, and especially on PC. When you sign in, that's what gives you the DLC operators. That's what gives you what you paid for as far as outfits and camos. So why not make it so that you can transfer it? Because on Uplay you can change your name, like I think it's like once or twice every 30 days. So why not make it where maybe if it's even 6 months, like I said, so it's more of a permanent thing and you're not just flip-flopping back and forth, and it has to be within the same account. So if you go from, let's say I'm using my gamertag 5 stars and I go to my backup, which is Lonsky, right? I can't transfer that because it's a different email address. But if I go from 5 stars on PlayStation to 5 stars on Xbox, then I could transfer it right over. I think that'd be cool to have. Sticking along the lines of Uplay, I think another thing that I would be happy to see is messaging functionality. Right now I can search for friends, add challenges. I can do a lot of things that I can on the base Uplay platform on the app. I would love to see for them to add more functionality as far as, like I said, messaging in the app. So I don't know how hard it would be to do that, but I think if you could just go to your phone, message people like, hey, you want to play while you're playing a casual, and not have to hit Alt F2, or, you know, this is mainly for PC, Alt F2, and if you're on console, then going through your Xbox friends list or PlayStation friends list to find people that are playing. I think it'd be a neat thing to have, to just go through your Uplay playlist and maybe send a group chat or a single text like, hey, do you want to play? So that would be cool to have, I think, is just messaging integration within the app. Another thing that I would love to see is more stable update rollouts. Operation Chimera had some issues as far as glitches go, and it was not the most pleasurable experience. And I feel like this new Operation Parabellum, I don't know what's going on with the servers. I don't really want to just blame the servers because I'm not a technician, but I feel like a lot of my shots that I'm trying to make aren't registering the way that they used to, and I haven't been playing other first-person shooters, which is normally what I attribute that to. Like you start playing Battlefield or something different, and then you come back to Siege and your aim is off. But that's not the case here. Like I have some shots that are like pretty crisp on that I remember. It's really, the gunfights all play out the same when it comes to rank because people are more predictable, right? And I feel like I've been in a lot of these gunfights before and I'm just losing them this time. So, and that's not every time either, but I feel like Peeker's advantage is more prevalent now than it was at the end of last season. There's a lot of times where I'm just standing there and somebody just peeks and kills me and I'm like, what the hell happened? And, you know, part of that is on me because Speaker's Advantage was always there, but I feel like it's more prevalent now than it was at the end of last season, like I said. So more stable update rollouts would be something that I would definitely like to see. And to put on top of that, the test server was a lot more stable and a lot more fluid than the actual update, in my opinion. This is just how I felt about the game. I have like 80 hours on the last test server, so because I was doing the season skin reviews, and I feel like, yeah, they were just a lot better overall than the actual rollout of Parabellum. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comments, and what would you like to see from Rainbow Six Siege moving forward. Oh, I almost forgot. There's one last thing, one bonus thing. Yeah. All right. I would like to see more attachments. Just a better variety of attachments. Like, I'm not looking for outlandish things, but I want to be able to customize some of the attachments. So maybe like on the ACOG, right? The ACOG is a decent site. I like it. Maybe be able to change the reticle, or if it's too much stress on the game, then I would like to be able to change the color of some of the attachments. So like, for instance, the holographic sight, I would like to have a black holographic sight so that if I'm wearing a dark uniform and, you know, my gun is straight jet black, I don't have this tan holographic sight. And maybe that's being petty, maybe that's small, but to me, I think it would be cool. It's a nice aesthetic look where everything is like a clean color. So maybe some things like that, like a coyote sight maybe, or a different variation of a red dot. You know, something that is maybe square, you know, just something different to try out. And maybe they could roll it out in the test server, see how the community receives it, and go from there. Maybe we'll get some new attachments that end up being people's favorites. All right, now let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will catch you guys in another video. Be easy.